Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number 2364B. This is a mill finish bronze commercial carpet separator. That's what this is. It's a piece of solid architectural bronze, weighs about 2 pounds per foot, so it's very heavy. This is, some people will call it brass. It's technically called architectural bronze, which is an amalgamation of bronze and brass and a couple of other materials that are in there. That amalgamation allows brass or bronze material to be widely used as a base material in a lot of different pieces of architectural hardware, and namely thresholds. Now, why would you want a solid bronze or brass carpet separator? Well, the answer is simple. People that are going to spend the kind of money that an item like this cost, where it's upwards of $100 a foot, $150 per foot, more per foot, is because of the architectural bronze and the base material's ability to withstand significant traffic, volume, and use. You're going to see this in those applications like a hotel, a banquet hall, hotel where there's going to be weddings and other functions where the volume of use will be absolutely outrageous when considered on a monthly sort of basis. An aluminum item will simply not have the ability to withstand the amount of traffic that a piece of solid bronze will. So that's why you will use something that is so expensive. And the reason that it is so expensive is because of its durability, is the bottom line. Also, what you're dealing with is, on a piece of bronze, you might need a specific finish. So you back up into requiring this because you might say, I need a polished brass finish, or I need a satin brass finish, or an oil rubbed bronze finish. This happens to be mill. So there, of the four finishes, the four common possibilities, you've got mill. This is going to look exactly like this. Well, not exactly, but it will look like this. You can see down here where you've got a bit of, you won't say tarnish, but whatever oxidation, or the term used for bronze to naturally age, is going to happen on a mill finish. There's no finish on this at all. So the industry term of mill means you get exactly what the extrusion looks like when it comes from the mill, from the factory who is extruding the material. No finish is done on it whatsoever. Why someone would order a mill finish is generally not because it's the least expensive possibility, but because they specifically want this to age in such a way that might be historically correct for something. They might simply want the material to patina and change colors. That would be why someone would order it. You wouldn't order this because it's the least expensive, and you'll want to be careful about your expectations of the finish. And if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to us prior to ordering the material, because this, as a rule, is not returnable. So four common possibilities. Mill, a US 4 or 606, which is satin brass, a US 3 or 605 polished brass, a 613 US 10B oil rubbed bronze. You can technically, because it's architectural bronze, do other finishes as well. Pretty much anything that can be done in terms of plating on architectural bronze is possible, but those are the four options that are common. Now, the dimensional properties of this item, there's an image below this video showing those. You can see that it is 4-inch wide. You can see that the overall height is 7/16 of an inch. Okay. I'm going to lay the tape measure out on the back side of this so you can see where all the ribs fall into place. You can possibly, if you like, pause the video and study where all this falls into place. Okay. This happens to be just a 6-inch sample piece, and again, weighs 1 pound, just a half of a foot. So it's quite substantial. You've got some grooves that are going to be on the front. Now, if this was the genuine article, this will come prepped with screw holes, dimples or countersinks that are going to be down in the center of it. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to ship the material out at. Here's the reasoning. You don't want to order more of this than you need because it's costly. You may not want to be challenged with cutting this back. This is solid architectural bronze. You may not have the desire or the tool to put that of much of a factory edge on it. If you've ordered something other than mill, satin, polished, or oil rubbed, you will want the factory to make it the proper length, because once you cut it, you will expose the raw bronze. That would not be ideal for like an oil rubbed finish. You're going to want that treatment to be done on the edge as well. And when you order it a custom length, you'll get that. You'll get the factory edge finished. You'll get it cut to length. And importantly, you will get the countersinks at the proper end, at the proper distance from the end. And that would probably be 4 or 5 inches or so with the proper center down the length of the unit. That will save you the work of having to re-drill and countersink these holes. Something like this, in my opinion, you're not going to want to have to remanufacture when you get it. The manufacturer is making this from long extrusions. They might as well cut it to the length you need. If your length is 97 1/4, let them make that length for you. That's actually a bad example because we don't have anything longer than 96 in the site, but lengths beyond 8 foot can be accommodated on a special hand-holding sort of procedure because it's not in the site. But my point is this: if you needed 70 1/2 inch, you'd order a 72 inch length, indicate 70 1/2 in the comment field, and you'll be all set. Cut to length, finished, countersinks at the proper distance from the edge, no waste left over at all. Okay, so keep that all in mind. Now this is going to be used literally to join 2 pieces of carpeting, which will be very commonly seen in that in that example of a hotel. You'll have doors, and on one side of the banquet hall you'll have the carpeting A. Then on the lobby side of the banquet hall you'll have a different carpeting, and this is generally used for that. And you'll have doors that will swing over and close over a threshold like this. This is used also to provide that airspace between 2 pieces of carpeting that would join together. Frequently required when carpet is installed under a fire door. Very common. You need to have not greater than, I believe, 3/4 inch from the bottom of a fire door to the top of a non-combustible sill. This would be used for that as well. Also used to provide a solid surface for a door sweep or an automatic door bottom to close against. Very common if you've got carpeting and you've got fire doors and you're going to have automatic door bottoms to comply with smoke, draft, fire control, UL10C, UL10B requirements. You'll need something like this, akin to this, not necessarily this one. This will have holes and dimpled holes and screws included, and is of course considered barrier free as well. If you have any questions on the Pemko, this is their part number 2364B, mill finish carpet separator, or any other Pemko product. Please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.